After beating Joe Nose in the random wreck, he hit me up on X and said, hey, let's run it back, private pro-am. I said, bet, but let's make it interesting. Let's make it a wager. So we linked up and we got the matchup. But these are the builds we were on. I was on my 6'4 Kratos build. My shooting guard was on a 6'4 Robin build. My lockdown was in that 6'6" Joker build. Both of those guys had double 99s on perimeter and steel. Our power forward was Boom. He was on a Wonder Woman build. And our big man was Money. He was on a heavy Thanos build, or a perfected Luffy, I should call it. And these are the player cards. You see what everybody was shooting. We got some practice runs in on these builds, and we were playing lights out. So on the day of the matchup, I hit Joe up and said, hey, let's spice it up a little bit, Joe. For this matchup, let's make it a wager. If your team wins, I got to gift you 10 subs and sub myself. But my team wins, you got to make one of my perfected builds, and we're going to hang that thing up in the Louvre. We're going to have Joe No's picture up in my art museum of all the builds my subscribers and followers been making. Since he's a legend, we could have him make the Shrek build. He get that all 99 player card. I got gameplay of the Shrek build coming out very, very soon. I know a lot of you guys want to see how that build played. I want to say this. I played with my homeboys in the rec. We went 4-0. I averaged close to a triple-double on the build, but that's a whole different topic. Let's talk about this game right here. Great play call here. Called a flare-up, hit a 3, and that was tempo shooting. So I won't lie to you guys. The guy that hit the 3 there was Boom, our power forward. He wasn't really going to be on the team because I tried to get somebody else that I actually played with for years, but Boom's a subscriber. Since that person that I played with for years was ducking the smoke, I had to go get somebody from the Discord. Boom was the person we replaced him with, and Boom uses tempo. I didn't know tempo that big of a deal if somebody used it or didn't use it, whatever. But it's frowned upon in the comp community, so if I would have known that, I would have told my team, hey, we just got to shoot with square. But we agreed to do tempo for this series. I don't think anybody on his team used tempo, but I knew my center my center thinks he's good, but he's really not that good. You guys saw I did brick that first 3 of the game, whatever. He thinks he's the best shooter and all that. And he's a tempo shooter, you feel me? I didn't know tempo was like so easy to shoot on and stuff. I thought they patched it in season 2, but I guess it's still easy. Right here, I tried to get a dunk, mess up the dunk there. They end up getting points on the fast break. So, we're down early to start the game, but still plenty of time. Hit my big man right there. Speak of the devil. Bang. Look at the tempo shot. That's not even him making the shot. That's really my legend Dimer saving him. But right here, great hot bat by Joe Nose. Oh my goodness. Ooh, I should have edited that out. I should have put that in the footage. Oh no. Can't expose myself like that. Great fake pass. Call a cut there. And I'm usually a pass first point guard, but in the rec game we played on, I passed a lot. So on this game, I tried to come out gunning, right? So I tried to be super aggressive, and I was kind of pushing the issue a little too much. So I taking some bad shots where I was open for a bit, but they jump. They do get a contest. If I try to wait out the jump and they don't jump, it's like I passed up an open shot. You know how it be sometimes. Right there, we got a dunk. And that still wasn't even that great of a take there. Their power forward was really, really good. I don't know who their power forward was. I think Swag was on his honeymoon, so he's on vacay and stuff. So shout out to Swag. Congrats to him for getting married. But right here, see how he jumped right there? So I might have had a shot. He didn't jump. He thought I had a shot. That's why he jumped and he landed and got a steal. So it kind of got blessed with a lucky steal there. But that is something I definitely noticed about this game. I was definitely trying to force the issue a whole lot when it came to scoring. And that's not really my play style. You guys saw the stats before the game. As you get the charge right there, you got to put your body on the line. I average as many assists as I do points. So I'm actually a pass-first type of PG. I pass heavily, great. And look at that pass right there. Fake pass, had the lockdown reach out the play, throw the pass, and since the lockdown, Bauer didn't expect for the big man to shoot right there, it's an open shot. That's the love and hate relationship I have with this game when it comes to defense, where you got to jump to get contest. So you don't jump, it's open. You do jump, and they don't shoot, you're kind of out the play. So, it's kind of like a gamble just to play defense on this game. I don't know how I feel about it. You kind of get used to it throughout the year, but it used to not be like that on other 2Ks. You used to be able to play hands-up defense and get some type of contest. Right there, wide open, knockdown. And y'all saw how that shot splashed. When I say I was locked in, if they left me wide open, that thing was going through the net right there on the fast break. We ran the lanes proper, filled the corners, had Boom wide open in the lane. And that Wonder Woman build can do it all. Even got some close shot, like Bronze Paint Prodigy with the 74 close shot. He's able to make that. Right here, we call a play, try to get something going right before the end of the first quarter. All right. Start off slow, had some turnovers, some bad shots, and we're only down 2 possessions. We'll gladly take that. If you guys remember in the rec game, we were also down at the end of the first quarter. We got right, made some adjustments, and then ended up winning the game. So hopefully we can do the same thing here. Right here, I got the ball. Call another play, another flare up. Right, they're playing the baseline so heavily and taking away the cuts. I like to call the flare up, especially before the people can really get set on defense and then expect the play to be called. I like to call it early in the shot clock and stuff. So it worked twice, one on each side. We were able to get threes that way. As Joe Knows gets a put-back dunk. You don't see that often from the point guard. Normally, the point guard tries to get back on defense, wherever the case may be. But Joe Knows crashed, got the dunk. They extended their lead, and they get the steal right here, so they're playing good defense. Can it lead to points for them? No, we playing lockdown defense here ourselves. Rotating, switching everything. We're talking. You guys see those mics going on in the background? It doesn't matter, though. They still get to the rim for the bucket. Now, we need to get a bucket here. You don't want them to extend that lead too much, right? Or else we'll fall behind, and then they can really start playing out of body. So I'll call a play here. Power forward, great play there. He played underneath, got the steal. We do a great job to foul and stop the fast break. That's very elite. That's what most comp teams do. You're not doing that. That's a problem. On this one, we kind of had a play for this where we know Joe likes to call the slip, and we're supposed to stack it defensively. So that means the side with the hash on it should go over there and help. And then I kind of had a midi there, didn't take it. But we didn't really run that defensive play properly, so they ended up getting a dunk there. And now, time's running low. Time's running low. We need a bucket. Can we get anything to shake? No. Blocked by James. They get out on the break. Knocked down. They are running away with the game. But there is plenty of time left. We got to just take our time, go one possession at a time. No need to panic. I go to the rim, we get a dunk. I love that 93 drive a dunk on the small guard, and then +2 on the posterizer to get that on legend. Get a contest there. Joe tried to do some deep bomb. No, we ain't going for it. Knockdown. I told you if I'm open, I'm stroking. No diddy. So I got back-to-back buckets to cut the lead down to 7. This is a crucial possession here. They go for the roll. We go for the drop on the contest. They finish it, though. That's good defense. We live with that. Now, they're up by 9. There's no need to panic. It's a 3-possession game, but they're really not going to give up threes. Comp teams ain't going to give up 3 threes for you to tie it up, so it's kind of like a 4-possession game. They might give up 1 to 2. So right here, just got to go 1 possession at a time. Find my hash open. Smokes it. And we don't get back on defense. Wide open 3. Knockdown. That's a 6-point swing. Instead of us getting 3 points, we give up 3 points on the other end. So we're down by 12 when we should have only been down by 6. But still, plenty of time left. Drive, kick. If I'm open, I'm stroking. Y'all know the color, man. Come on. 1 minute left in the quarter, though. So, can we finish strong, cut this lead down, or at least keep it within single digits? That's a good goal. Keep it within single digits. Oh, Joe, that's a turnover. He loses the deep bomber. We get out on the break. We cut it down to 7. That's a great start. So now he doesn't have deep bomber. That's great for us. But let me know what you guys think is the scariest or the best takeover in the game. Is it Dishmaster or Deep Bomber on the PG? Because I run Dishmaster and we run the PNR offense. Joe runs 5 out in the Deep Bomb takeover. So it's definitely a clash of styles here. But man, that Deep Bomb takeover is definitely scary. But I think Dishmaster is underrated in the hands of a pass-first PG like myself. Whole team should be hitting. You miss a shot with Dishmaster, you got to run a mile. I ain't going to lie to you. That's inexcusable. But look at that move. I don't even know how I did that move. I ain't going to lie to you. I hit that man with like, That's how locked in I was. I was just trying out stuff I never even did before. That's inexcusable. To give up an open shot right before half, thankfully he missed it. But we go in down by 5 after playing a bad quarter of a bad half of basketball, rather. So we're right where we want to be. We're in striking distance, and the goal is to try to tie the game up going into the fourth quarter. We can be tied going into the fourth. I really like our odds. Then becomes win the quarter, win the game. Gave up a wide open 3 there. I think there was miscommunication because they had some motion going around on people should chase or stay, whatever the case may be. So they got a great play call there that led to a wide open 3 for them. Right here, Bauer with another foul. So trying to get Bauer in foul trouble. That's always great to have the lockdown in foul trouble so they can't spam as much. Use that legend glove they be having because you know they got to have it. Right there. Great Curry slide. He jumped to get the contest. We don't get back on defense. That's another 3 for them. So now they're extending that lead back to 11. All that progress we made at the end of the second, it's already gone. So we're right back to square one. Down 11. Can we cut this down? Maybe go into the fourth quarter down by 5. Open, stroking. Y'all know the vibes, man. I was locked in. If that joint said open, it went through the rim. I guarantee it. Now, can we get a stop? He's trying to dance, but we got double 99s over here. You can't dance on none of us. We all defenders. Right there. Pump fake, jump. They get the rebound, though. We don't foul because we feel like we're good here. Sometimes people foul whenever you get the offensive rebound, but nah, we here. We here. Joe, he shoots a contested 3, we'll live with it. I'm not sure he had heat check or not, but hey, that's a tough shot. You live that any day of the week, even he did have heat check. Pump fake, got him jump out of his shoes. Drive, got nothing down there. Still plenty of time. I get it here. Hit my hash. That's a dot. Smokey the Bear did. We back here, though. Jump, make sure he doesn't get the 3. Just got to play solid defense. Good transition here to make sure they didn't extend the lead. That could have been another 6-point swing. But missing wide open 3s is always tough. But when you miss a wide open 3 and then the other team hits the wide open 3, those are backbreakers. But even though we did stop the fast break, they still did go down and hit a wide open 3. So now we're down by 15. And it's like, dang. We had 2 things that were 6-point swings, in my opinion. Right here, he gets a steal. He tried to get a clip. No, sir. No, sir. Take your steal and run, all right? You ain't going to get the whole clip, but they do get the second chance points. Maybe you could have fouled there to prevent that from happening. But they just opened the floodgates. They are now up by 18. So it's just a 5-point game at halftime. Hit our hash this time. This time he hits. We cut it down to 15. Still plenty of time left. You just got to go one possession at a time here. But Joe has that deep bomb takeover again, and that is a problem. So being down this much with a deep bomb takeover, yeah, it's going to be a long quarter, right? You're going to have to get a steal or something to get that takeover off because you got to guard him at half court, and then when you get to stepping, that's going to leave the paint open and stuff like that for his drive or for his slips and all that. So we're in trouble. But it's not over till I say it's over. I'm still believing. I'm inspiring my team. I'm dancing. I'm running around everything. Try to throw a lob here. Low on the shot clock and stuff. Everything's boxed. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's looking very, very grim. But if there's a will, there's a way. This time we do exactly what we said. Give up the slip, double team, try to get a trapper animation on Joe, and then drop from the corner. Unfortunately, we both dropped from the same corner. But we still get the block. We kind of recognize that as a thing they do. When they do get hit on the slip, they tend to go up a lot. So that's kind of how we game planned it, personally. But right here, get a dot there. Great extra pass. Wide open 3, right back in this thing. Let's get right. Can we cut it down to 10 going into the fourth quarter? That'd be a great thing to have. Right there, great cut there. They end up extending the lead more. Now, we are in deep, deep trouble. But I'm feeling a little saucy, you feel me? As I record this, it is the 4th of July. So I hope you guys are having a great, happy 4th of July. But I'm feeling a little saucy. I feel like I need to pop something. You know, they be popping fireworks. Let me go ahead and pop that 3-ball real quick. You know Unc got that little hezzy one dribble pull up in his bag with a quick stop. Okay, Unc. Got to respect it, right? And then that right there, that's a chemistry thing. I got to trust my teammates to get there to that wing. I didn't think they were going to make it. So Bauer made that great extra pass. Got his teammate open in the corner 3. And then we're down 17. So it's looking grim. But personally, or truthfully speaking, got a wide open 3 there. It was slightly contested, but we'll take that. Not only was it 3 points, it was also a quick bucket. And down this much, time is not on our side, so we need to get quick buckets here. And they scored a quick 2 there, so I mean, yeah, going bucket for bucket isn't ideal, but we keep shooting 3s and keep giving up 2s. Maybe there's a chance depending on how quick we are, but we keep doing that right there. There's no chance in hell, in the words of Vince McMahon. Gave up the turnover that led to a 3. That's a very, very tough thing to overcome. Had a lot of turnovers this game, but that's okay because there's still plenty of time, and this is not a best-of-1 series. No, this is a best 2 out of 3. So right now, this is the filling out process. Them boys think they that much better than us. We played bad the first half, and we were down by 5. We had an awful third quarter. That gave them the 20-point lead. They started playing out of body. So we get a nice little N1 play there. There's still plenty of time to make a run and stuff, but I'm playing, and I kid you not, I'm like, they're not doing anything special in my opinion. I'm not worried about it for game 2. There will be a game 3, trust and believe me. People, I streamed this game, by the way, and I streamed the whole series. I'm talking to my people, my viewers. I had like 25 people in there, so I appreciate everybody that tuned in and tapped in for the wager. But I'm like, hey, we good. Game 2, I know the score looks bad right now in game 1. Trust me, it gets worse and worse. I'm not even going to show all of this because, like, if the video might get taken down. Them boys started doing us bad. I kid you not. Like, I'm not sure you guys ever got whooped as a kid, but think of it like this. Your parents told you to go out there and get the switch and just beat the brakes off of you. You started crying and they kept beating you. Then you couldn't even cry anymore. It wasn't even audible. Like the tears were still running, but the sound just stopped. The parents put you on mute. Bro, they had us on mute. We were just in the chat just we were stunned. I ain't gonna lie to you. But I promise you, that's another contested shot there. They jumped at me. That's what it comes down to. They jump, they get the contested. They don't, I'm open. It's gonna be money. So it's a filling out process, right? As a PG, it's a very stressful thing because you got the lockdown on you. That's their best defender, or at least should be their best defender. You gotta make all these reads, know when to shoot, when to pass. It's a very tough thing. When they hit that shot right there, I said, okay, it's just their game. When the big man is hitting over a 99 perimeter legend challenger, and then that right there is actually inexcusable because the shooting guard can actually dribble a little bit. So, like, just bring it up in that case. But a lot of stuff happens here, man. We hit that open shot. I'm telling you, if it was open all series long, I was not missing. I was so locked in when it came to shooting open shots. They just like, the contested ones, shot too many contested ones this game. So in game 2, I said, let me go back to my game. Game 2, the adjustment we will make is understanding the win condition and playing to my strength. So you guys are going to see the stats at the end of this game. I should not be shooting like 40% of my team shots, right? That's not how I operate, right? I'm like a Chris Paul type of PG. Chris Paul shoots 40% of the team shots. They're probably not going to win that game. That's not how Chris Paul operates. He more of I'm going to shoot 20%. I want everybody to be close to 20% on the team. I want the lockdown to get some shots up, the hash to get some shots up, power forward, big, whatever the case may be. Depending on how good my hash is, my hash could creep up towards that 30 to 40% ratio, and then that take away everybody else's pie. But overall, though, I want the balanced offense approach when it comes to shot attempts and stuff like that. That right there, not a recipe for success, depending on my play style. So in game 2, we make that adjustment. And game 2 is going to be a classic. You guys will not want to miss that. I try to get that out for you guys within this weekend. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. I hope to see you guys on the next one. God bless.